Epbf of Lithuania. And his opponent, Joachim Lankas of Norway. On to table 2 with the 8 ball. From Lithuania, as well as Taravicius. And his opponent representing Norway, Robin Hauge Pettersen. And finally, on table 1, with 10 ball, from Lithuania, Kristupas Blažič. And he faces, from Norway, Benjamin Herland Aralden. Your referees in charge of the action on table 1, Alexandra Balas of Romania, and on table 2, Serdar Karadag of Turkey, and on table 3, Sreko Petrovic of Bosnia and Herzegovina. Players, you may lag for the break.
Who those team members are in this match? Taderavicius and Slanchevas. This match will feature Kristupas Blažič and Benjamin Aralden Herland. So race to 7. First team to win 2 sets will win the tournament. This is Eric Harlefson. I'll be joined shortly by Tim, my colleague, Tim de Ruyter. It's a 10-ball set. Gonna make Lithuania a decent favorite in this match, considering they have 2 gold medalists on the team. Scratch off the opening break, chance for Blažič here. Haven't seen him play over the course of the competition so far. Haven't seen either of these players play, actually. I'll be keeping an eye on the other 2 matches going on simultaneously. Good table here for Kristupas. Gonna have to avoid the 9, coming back over towards the 7. If you can get an angle going to the right off the 6 into the short rail, that'll play well. Just kind of guaranteeing he doesn't have to run through too much traffic towards the 7. Look for that angle. Got a little further from the 6 and comfortable, but natural angle playing over now.
Extension.
Bit of distance again, but again, not much to do with the cue ball here. Choice of playing the 8 in the side or the corner. You can hit it a little more aggressively going to the corner. Nice play. Follow up the right side here. Speed looking pretty good. Lithuania's really opened some eyes this week at the European Youth Championships. There's another player here that hasn't really been in the spotlight, but you can see a very capable player. Good pre-shot routine. Walks into the shot nicely. That's rack number 1 for Lithuania. Other 2 sets underway as well. Early going here, but we'll keep you updated with what's happening in the other matches. Blatzis to break in rack number 2. Looks like nothing down here. Good chance for Araldin. 3 balls pretty heavily blocked by the 8, but looks like there is room on a similar line to where the cue ball is now. That's what he's having a look at. Following our drawing options, he'll favor the draw, a little less traffic. Cue ball's playing a little bit towards the 6. He does go forward. Cue ball's going to be contacting the 5 here off the 3. Always tough to judge the exact angle the cue ball is going to come off another ball, and it's a bit of a risk to go behind the 10 or the 8. So it looks like he's going to draw at it, try to get squarely into the 5. Oh, just safe. Good coverage. Oh, it's going to end up in the one area of the table where Blatzis is going to have a shot. Didn't quite leave him anything easy enough on the pocketing, but he'll be on a high percentage safe here.
Three ball, side pocket.
Going with the jump cue here. Going to try to cut this 3 thinly up the rail. If he is able to get that angle and does contact the 4, there's a good chance of making the 3. Tough to judge, though. Looks like he's rethinking the jump option. He can kick at it off the short rail and try a similar play. Looks like he thinks he might have enough of it to develop something directly. Careful with leaving the 3 over the corner here. It has sat up enough that I believe Kristapas will be on offense. Tough to slow the cue ball down. It is playing over to the left side of the table, which could create problems running into the 7 or the 9. Nicely played to avoid all the balls coming back. He's in good line now. Going to look for a way to free the cue ball up around the 8-10. Straight in on the 5 will play well to do that. Let's get some kind of straight back drawing angle or following angle of the short rail. Nicely played. Got some angle going to the right off the 6 here. Pretty comfortable position on the last 4 balls. Definitely been some good coaching going on in Lithuania. Trying to take their 3rd gold medal of the competition. P.S. Labutis, one of the idols for the Lithuanian team. Sure, he's had a hand in helping these young players out. Good stroke timing from Latsis. All Lithuanian players very good in the timing department. Tadaravic, who's in action on table number 2, had a thrilling hill win over last year's champion Max Benko in the under-17 10-ball division. A good start here for Blatsis. It'll be a Ralden to break rack number 3. Lithuania advanced with a 3-0 win over Bosnia in round 1. 2-1 win over Poland in round 2. Went down in defeat 3-0 to France in the winners qualification match, but came back with a 2-1 win over Spain. They defeated Germany 3-0 in the quarterfinals and Sweden 2-1 in the semifinals. Norway had an opening round victory over Slovakia, 2-1. Went down in defeat to Finland in winners round 1. So they had an early loss in this tournament. Have come back multiple rounds to get back to the final, including wins over Switzerland 3-0. Cyprus 2-1. Hungary 3-0. 3-0 against Italy in the quarterfinals. and 2-0 against Finland in the semifinals.
Corner pocket.
So both teams have had a loss throughout the course of the tournament. Bit of a tied up rack here, but Blatsis has separated that area now. Oralden does have the one on the side if he chooses. Just trying to see if he can slow the cue ball up behind the 3. Looks like it's tough to do that. He's going to elevate with a bit of speed here. Ball has to be targeted very well in that case, and he's done well there. Going to look to hold the 2 over the side now. Couple pockets block for the 3. Does have a chance to get on it here. One rail out. Oh, he's caught it a little thickly. I don't know if he's okay in the side. Seems to not mind it. Ideally like to run the cue ball squarely into the 9 here and stay as close to the 4 as he can. Yeah, he didn't have the side, had to go into the corner. Caught a little cut-induced throw on that one, could see it at the end. Mr. Bass is going to be on a jump here.
Extension.
Little overjudged on the speed. Ball in hand chance now for Oralden. He'll be looking to take full advantage here. Still pretty early in the set, but he'll want to get a game on his side of the scoreline. Tadara Vicious is ahead 2-0 against Pedersen. And Longcast is ahead 2-0 against Slanchevas. So all 2-0 scorelines currently. 2 in favor of Lithuania.
Time.
There's a little too much angle moving to the right here, but he can free up the cue ball off the long rail and back out. Just has to be a little bit aware of the 9 coming back across. Look out for the speed, and the 9 has got him. And that's a big roll here in the early going. He's gone immediately for the jump cue, but the cue ball's pretty far out in the middle of the table. He'll be on a big stretch here. Above average height player, so should be okay. But just, yeah, he kind of realizes it now, how far out in the middle he is. It's going to be tough to get to this ball. He's going to change his mind here, just a little too much reach. Solid contact, chance to get safe, lots of speed. Not going to get the roll. So Blatsis with a good chance to take a solid early lead now. To focus on the pocketing here. People can stun over to the right comfortably. Oh, he's undercut it. That's a big momentum change early in the set here. Blatsis should be okay to finish these off. Possibly slightest amount of angle too much to the right. If that's the case, he can come around 3 rails. Just able to hold it. No rails. Cross table now for the 10. Nicely played. 2-1 now. See how Kristupas is able to regroup from that miss. Solid break, nothing down. Defensive options here for Kristupas.
1 ball. Side.
Can bank the 1. Have to see how the cue ball is playing back across to the 2. Yeah, position on the 2 was always going to be tough, but he does have a shot. Go for a thin one or another bank. I believe the cue ball can play back in between the 3 and 6 twice if he does choose to pocket it directly. Second missed ball in 2 games from Kristupas. See if O'Ralden can take advantage here. Nicely played. 1 rail position, back to the 4. Oh, the cueing got him a little bit there. Bridged over top of the 8, elevated. Whenever you catch a little bit of spin, funny things can happen with the cue ball when you're a little elevated. Blatsis is going to have to try to control the cue ball between the 9 and the side pocket here. Could draw all the way back below the 9. Not bad, but he's over top of the 9 now. Angle he has on the 4 isn't leading very well into getting into the long side of the 5. It is possible to land the cue ball into the short side of the 5, but the weight would have to be absolutely perfect because the cue ball is kind of playing on a line to the corner pocket. Not bad. Still a chance for the run out here. Little thinner than it previously looked, so decided to play safe. Nice one. Fully blocked on the 5. Very outside chance of comboing the 6 in here.
6 ball, corner pocket.
Chance for Chris Tupas now. Cue ball's kind of leaning into staying on the same side of the table that he is. Gonna have to come back across table and force to leave himself as much distance as he was kind of pointing to there. So tough opening sequence for Blatsis. Nicely played. Got about as close to the 6 as he ever could. He can draw out now 1 rail. Good, solid stroke there. Positive action through the cue ball. He delivered it with perfect straightness. All 3 of these Lithuanian players are going to have a bright future in the game. Norway making a strong charge in this under-19 event as well. Bit of a wrong angle here. It is possible to draw out of it. It's going to take a lot of speed, considering the distance from the cue ball to the object ball. Could choose to run into the 10. If the cue ball's running into the left side of the 10, that would continue the cue ball onto the short rail and make it possible to get close to the 9. Looks like he is going to draw over. Big speed here. Misses similar one in rack number 2. Missed this one as well. Anytime you have speed and draw, always increases the difficulty of the shot. So a long one now for Araldin.
Extension.
Let's undercut this. Christopas is going to want this to hang up over the corner, and it has. Might be forced to play back on top of it. Just have to take care of the speed in that case. If he thinks he can slow it down 1 rail, I believe he will. Bit of right spin will help him on that shot.
Yeah, should be fine to hold a cue ball here. For sure 1 rail. Oh, he even went 2 rails. Wow. Look at how close he got to the 9. That is
making sure the
very nice
speed
shot.
there. Well, what a week Lithuania's had as a team in this under-19 team event and also in the singles. 2 gold medals so far. A little bit further from the 10 than comfortable here. Just taking a little extra second to regroup. Should be a pretty big favorite to take a 3-1 lead. And there it is. 3-1 confirmed. Araldin looks like he's going to take a quick break here, and we'll take a quick break as well. About halfway through this team match. Race to 2 sets. Be back with the conclusion.
Okay, well, hopefully my sound issues are solved. Let's see if Eric can hear me now.
Yeah, good to go, Tim. Good to be
Oh.
with you.
Well, my apologies there. Oh, glad to be back.
One ball almost going on the side. 4 railer has a chance. Nothing down. Good opener here for Kristupas. Seven ball's going to have to be developed. He could take a shot at it off the 2. Too much angle now.
Yeah, might even have to go 2 rails around the 3 ball for the 3 in the bottom right. With how thin the cut is. Ooh. Quite some body movement. Look at this. A little bit of a
He's kind of
roll.
let go on that one. Yeah, it looks like he's Got him into a spot where he's going to have to jump here. Cue ball's pretty close to the 6, so it looks like he's considering the kick first.
2 ball, side pocket.
4 ball's ended up in a better spot for the breakout now.
Foul.
Yeah,
Kinda
went.
going at that one with a little more speed.
Yeah, I actually feel like he went aggressive to make it. Just to make it. No other option. Difficult shot.
He will be able to get the angle on the 4 that he wants. Yeah, not straight. Wanted to be straight here. And even coming off the 2 rails, kind of running back into the 10. Could stun it right in between the 10 and corner pocket, Tim. Tough shot.
Well, I might still go around it and let the cue ball go 2 rails into the 4. Like, just take the risk. With low right, I don't think you're really gonna have the angle on the 4 to do something with the 7-8. But he found that little space on the rail between the 10 and the corner pocket.
Yeah, he's got plenty of angle running into the 7-8 now. 3 balls really that could get him back towards the 5, but I think he has to try the breakout here. Smart play. Open up the 7, got behind the 7 nicely.
Four ball, corner pocket.
Easier to hit the ball 2 rails, much more of a chance of making the ball going 1 rail.
Foul.
Yeah, then again, if he had played it a little firmer, I think he would have been 1 closer to the 4, and 2, if he had hit the 4, better things could have happened. That base, very soft base.
Kristapas will be looking for an angle ideally on the 7 where he can just follow through lightly or possibly draw back. Not disturbing the 8. Off angle here.
Ooh.
Much really over top of the 7 too. It's not a scratch if he plays it in the top left, but definitely going to be left with some distance on the 7.
Well, might be elevating a little bit more and still stun the ball, but such a tough shot. Yeah, he went to go stun it and he scratched. And the 7 is open now.
Yeah, big turnaround there. Just ended up getting too much angle and overhitting the speed a little bit on the 5. Eight ball's very close to the rail, so it is missable. But he should be able to get pretty ideal on it considering where this 7 is.
Yeah, most likely not going to opt for the 8 in the top left corner with how close it is to the rail.
Extension.
Could he maybe play the top spin off the 6 and maybe nudge the 8?
That'd be a good play. I mean, you might leave yourself with a little angle on the 7, but does he even have is he straight enough to hold here? He is. It's going to end up with some angle.
Could draw into it now maybe, just softly, because shooting the 8 past the side pocket when it's that close to the rail just always feels awkward. Well, he's not too worried about it, I guess.
Yeah, he's got some natural angle coming across. Doesn't really have to force the speed. But as we were saying, missable ball here, considering how close it is to the rail. It's not there. Such a tough shot.
Yeah, not the worst leave actually from the position where he was in.
Yeah, he's in a tough spot here. Tadeusz made a shot like this at Hill Hill in the under-17 final. It's one of those shots you know is makeable, but really what is the percentage of executing it? He's done well with the cue ball here. Might have left the right edge, worst case.
8 ball.
Called it in on a jump though. Big spot here in the set. Chance for Kristupas to open up a 3-game lead.
Oh no.
Yeah, 8 balls down, but of course, call shot rules. It'll be Kristupas back to the table here.
Yeah, it's always easier said, of course, afterwards, saying, well, why did he not just call the bank? It was quite a cut, so I could understand if he had called the bank. Yeah, this could be important point for Lithuania. The other two matches are a little bit closer near each other compared to this one.
Yeah, Tadeusz is ahead 4-2 against Pedersen. Slanchevas 3-4 down to Longkas. So Lithuania with the lead in 2 of the 3 sets. Other set pretty close. Well, it's been a real treat watching these juniors over the course of the last 7 days. A lot of players with, can tell, good strong coaching, good fundamentals, proper pre-shot routines. A lot of players that are going to be threats on the in the open division on the world stage.
Yeah, it will be interesting to see who gets the spots for the World Junior Championships in Spain. Just because there was a couple players that won 2 titles. For example, if you think about Solanchevas or Linia Hjalmarström, they both won 2 titles, and usually the champion goes to the World Championship. So it will be interesting to hear who the wildcards will be.
Yeah, we just had our national championships in Canada too. We qualified 3 players for Spain. That tournament will be in November of this year.
Safe.
A little bit of a tricky safety to be played actually. Left the 2 ball always wide in the open. Really relied on perfect cue ball speed, and well, I would say he did not get close to it.
Four ball doesn't really have a pocket, but he has angle to come down and try to develop something underneath it. Don't even believe it goes in the top right, so really no pocket for the 4. Except for the left middle, which would be very tough to get at. Does he have room past either of these balls, Tim? It's close on both of them.
It's tough to say, because I would have to say maybe use the right top corner and slide it in, but it's easily to catch it too wide. He might even be playing safe.
Felt like he had a chance in the top left. Kind of played it two ways behind the 8. Did get behind the 8.
Four ball, corner pocket.
Oh, he does have the left edge. He's going to take a low percentage offensive try here.
Well, from this angle, it kind of looks like the 8 might be blocking a piece of the cue ball too.
Tie.
He looks confident.
Extension.
Yeah, I thought originally he was behind the 8, but he definitely has the left edge. Cue ball could get trapped behind the 10 here, behind 2 rails. Really just more of a two-way, I think. Probably play the undercut angle. Oh, he missed the whole ball. Wow.
Well, if Aralden wants to do something in this match, I would say has to come up very soon, because if he does not get out here, I feel like 5-1 might be a little bit too crazy to overcome. Not that it's impossible, but don't really feel the momentum yet for this young man at the table.
Time.
Yeah, it doesn't seem happy with getting the cue ball on the right long rail for the 6, so it looks like he's going to try to open it up here, but he's gone behind it.
I have to say I kind of did like the choice to open up the 6-8 from the 4. But yeah, if you don't hit the 8, you're always going to be hooked. Oh.
Yeah, stuck down table now. He does have a look at the 6, but nothing offensive here. Good attempt. Did hold the cue ball pretty well. Just not directly behind the 8. He's ended up on the 50-yard line as far as the 6. Looks like he can beat the scratch if he does try it in the corner.
Yeah, definitely just play center ball. Would say it definitely slides past and is guaranteed to be on the 7 to the bottom right.
Time.
So big shot
Well,
coming up here for Chris to pass. Go ahead.
He was checking if the 7 actually does go past. He's played a nice shot on the 6, but he made me actually doubt if the 7 goes by the 8.
Yeah, and from this angle with the 7 in the middle of the table, it's kind of tough to catch the long rail on the way in. Speed would have to be very low. Nicely played. Looking good now for a 5-1 lead.
Oh!
What a surprising
Wow.
miss that was. Must have been trying to play different parts of the pocket to get the cue ball off the rail, but really a ball right over the pocket. And you can see the surprise even on his face. He hasn't left anything offensive.
Well, if I looked at the cue ball, it looked like he played just maybe perfectly that center in the cue ball, and then the throw threw it straight maybe, but then still, I mean, I like to play a little bit of outside spin to throw the ball more to the corner, but I wasn't expecting this by any means.
Yeah, it must have been something about getting the cue ball off the rail. Long distance here, kind of tough to involve the 9 as a blocker on this shot.
Time.
Could go
Doesn't
side rail
have
to
to
side
go.
rail.
Yeah, I do like the side rail slightly better. Is that 8 gonna end up, yeah, near the short rail? Look at this.
Yeah.
It's not like Aralden is getting like crazy much to work with overall. He got ball in hand with a problem on the table. Then now he gets back at the table on the 8. The bank is close, but you might have to press it real short. I mean, it's not easy stuff.
Time. Extension.
Yeah, biggest problem with playing the side rail. The side rail here is it's kind of tough to slow the cue ball down going to the right.
Well, I gotta say, considering the circumstances, I think he's played a very good 8-ball.
Yeah, perfect speed. Didn't get behind the 10, but wasn't really much else on offer there.
Safe.
Another long bank attempt, and this one's
Whoa.
down. Oh, he didn't even call it, Tim. That's
Did he?
very surprising. No, he didn't call it. He's back to his chair. Wow.
Well, I gotta say, he should have always called it just in case. He might have been trying to kick and curve into the ball a little bit too much, but always call something just in case. But look at how close he missed the 9. So close that it stayed over the corner. Can you imagine?
Yeah, that's a tough miss there at that speed too. You know, you're just missing the pocket by very little, considering it's hung over the same pocket. Watch out to
Oi!
the side.
Whoa. Yeah. What is happening this rack?
No kidding. Almost a 100% opportunity on the 8. Missed. Little unlucky to go on the side there, but still had to keep the cue ball away from the side a little more. And this is a big game in this set. Drawing within 2 now instead of being 4 down. Going to be a Aralden to break in rack number 7.
Yeah, I have to say, so far things are slightly looking towards this match. Tadara Vicious 5-2 up. And Selanchevas is down 5-4. It's not huge, but if we follow this kind of scoreline till the end, everything comes down to this match here.
Going from the back rail here. Just went for the
It's
more
not-
controlled hit that time.
It's
Go
not
ahead.
the first time that he has made that 1-ball straight in the side. He might actually be onto something. Find it interesting to see. From that position, head on, the 1 just very smoothly tracks towards the side.
Yeah. I guess the only thing to be said there is that you wouldn't be able to control the 1 as much off the break. Not as far as getting the first shot.
Yeah. Well, I haven't done a lot of 10-ball actually on this European Championships. I'm assuming they have to break from outside the box.
They do, yeah. 8 ball they were allowed to break from anywhere, but 10 balls an outside the box break. So that cuts down on the balls behind the 1 being played towards the side.
Yeah, and then I'd rather still make something on the break and have less chance on getting on the 1.
Sure.
I mean, might be something. Oh, look at this for shape. Wow.
Yeah, nicely played. Little too much angle, but he is on offense towards the bottom right. Gonna need to draw the
Well,
cue ball
worse-
here. Oh, he's looking
I-
for some kind of safe. I like the offense here.
Yeah, I'm probably going low left. Run the cue ball 3 rails. He's probably gonna roll up behind the 10. I think at this point, I think he's just had so many not so great rolls in a row to where he's a little bit hesitating to shoot at times. Definitely had a shot there.
Does have a window between the 6-8. Obviously tough cueing on the over the 10. Got a slow roll at this. Really just trust your cueing, trust the roll of the table. So tough. Combo on the 9 available now for Araldin. 4 ball's going to be playing off the 9 pretty thinly. Just thinking about possibly controlling it over the
9 ball, side ball.
bottom left. Did well there.
Yeah, my biggest concern is the 6. In the beginning of the rack, I was wondering if the 6 actually went, because I don't think it does. We are going to find out soon, because he did not land on the 5 to where he can get to the short side, I believe. Ugh. To play for the shape on the 6-10 combination is difficult too. Anything you're a little bit off on it makes the combination so difficult.
10 ball, corner pocket.
Oh, he did call the 10.
Slightly underdone. That's going to be another big chance for Chris to pass here.
Yeah, probably missed it a little thick just to hold the 6 ball over the corner. Did all the hard work for Chris to pass.
Time.
Watch out for the 10 getting in
Oh.
between the 6 here.
Like
I
Honestly,
don't think it
he's
has, but that was risky.
he's coming up with so many good shots in a row, but then he just scratched in the last game. Now he does this. I think he might be partially hooked.
6 ball, corner pocket.
Yeah, might have to play some right spin. Yeah, he does have to half swerve it here. Too much speed to swerve it over that distance. So really all chances for Blatsis to have taken a decent lead in this match, but some second chances for Araldin here. It's ended up funny again, Tim. Good shot. Creating
Oh,
distance.
look at the cue ball. Ooh.
Just okay down to the corner pocket. It's left the thinnest left edge here.
Six ball, corner pocket.
Couple of these awkward back cuts into over distance for Chris to pass in this match.
Well, I don't think he can complain much about the shots he's leaving. Every time I feel like he's attacking and he doesn't get it, it's either a long shot, a bank shot, or a safety hook.
6 ball, corner.
Yeah, at least has some chance to be directly offensive on this one, but lots of distance. Hasn't really been firing on all cylinders in this match, so we'll be looking to focus on this one. No good. Just taking a look at the 7 passes the 8. He'll be able to play less speed in that case. Cue ball is playing a little too far to the left. Kind of in between here. Might have to power up and go over to the left long rail.
Yeah, slight overcut, trying to move the cue ball slightly more. Cutting the ball in that case will move the cue ball more, so it all made sense. Wasn't too far off though. And then again, if you look at if you look at Benjamin too, he's starting to get sick of the leaves. I mean, you might as well just go for it. I mean, make the ball, and almost anything else you get on the 7 is okay.
Extension.
Yeah, decently high percentage safe crossing the 6 up the middle. Only problem with that shot is the cue ball might have a little too much energy coming off the 2 rails. But I hear you know, he's down in the match. Hasn't really got the benefit of playing any kind of safes. Yeah, the cue ball's coming out too far.
On the 6 ball too.
Yeah. So another long one here for Kristupas. Close to a scratch in both corner pockets if he plays the follow. I think he can just beat it to the short rail in both cases.
Time.
Use the whole pocket there. Got a little thinly into the pocket, so he's overhit the speed here. Another one of these long back cuts. He's going to be getting used to this angle by now. Not there, and no shot again. Kind of odd how many times this has happened over the course of this match.
That is true, but this time I think he did play with the element of at least not selling out.
Yeah, cue ball was a little safer in the short rail.
I mean, I cannot really say that about other aggressive shots Kristupas has played, but on that one, I have a feeling if you just look at him, he had a pretty decent lead. He's getting quite some rolls. I'm not sure why he's not cutting the 7 in the corner, by the way. And he just looks, every time he looks like he cannot beat the pressure in within himself.
Yeah, it is big pressure for both teams. I don't believe either team has won the European Youth Championships before. Possibly Norway in the distant past, but nothing recently.
Well, I know Lithuania had a final in 2013, I believe, in the under 17, but that must be the best they've ever gotten to. Oh, and if that 7 ball drops, that's bad news.
Yeah.
That is horrible news.
Only saving grace here for Araldin is if the cue ball's drawing into the 10, but I believe it's drawing to the right of it.
Would you consider making the 8 in the side and running the cue ball around?
You could, particularly because now we have the overhead. It looks like the cue ball is drawing into the 10, going into the corner. Nice shot. Doesn't want to go off on the side again. He's okay this time. So he's back to a 3-game lead now. It'll be his break going into rack number 8.
Oh, and he's missed a 10. Can you...
We gave him.
Like-
I just gave him that ball. Wow.
Well, I did so too, just to make you feel better. I mean, I did not see this coming.
That's two
Then
pretty
again-
much unmissable balls. He's left
He's
it
played
safe
it
again. Yeah.
Pretty safe, yeah, I know.
important long
If
bank
he
attempt
makes
coming up
this-
here for Norway.
Oh, what a shot again.
It's in. So wild developments here in this set, and you can see the body language from Kristupas getting down on himself now, rightfully so. He knows he needs to turn the tide here. Longcast has gone up 6-4 against Lencievas. Pedersen's making a comeback against Tadeuravicius, 5-4 scoreline right now. So 3 close sets going on.
Yeah, Silenchevas just pulled one rack back though, 6-5, but
Okay.
indeed, like I told you, oh, and now Tadeuravicius also 6-4 up. So it's literally like, it's so 50-50, and everything is starting to look like this match we have here is the deciding one. And I have a feeling we're gonna see a lot more drama because this young man has made quite some big mistakes under the pressure, and Benjamin might be starting to play a little better. I mean, no way he's gonna be looking at this many safeties in a row for the rest of the match, right?
Yeah, strong break there from Kristupas. 3 balls down, over top of the 1. Cue ball's playing over to the left side of the table, and the 2's not available on the bottom right, so tough on position here. I mean, there wasn't much up the middle to hide behind. Definitely didn't want to lose the cue ball, but he's out of sorts now, and really gonna have about 5 to 10 minutes likely to regroup in his chair after this ball in hand. He's gonna have to get it together for the final parts of the set.
Gotta say, pretty interesting ball in hand to start with. To get to the 2, look at that cue ball. And that's the main risk of that shot. Like, you're gonna leave yourself just at slight angle, and if you cheat the pocket left or right, the cue ball gets a different direction.
Yeah, just took a shot where he had to hit it with so much speed. There was a lot of other options available at less speed. You usually want to favor those.
Yeah, I could have possibly played the one in the center pocket and follow the cue ball a little bit forward. Just, I mean, obviously, they're both really all over the place just because of the nerves, just like this one. Like, I'm surprised he played it this way. And now I think he might have landed straight.
He did. Very close to the rail too, so it's tough to manufacture any kind of draw.
Now it's gonna be interesting too. He has called the bank, but at some point, that's also a thing I feel like for Kristupas. Maybe he should consider not shooting every bank shot he gets.
Yeah, he's been offensive overall, no doubt. Just kind of yeah, similar to this, just out of control with the result, but he's been leaving Araldin in tough spots.
Yeah, best thing he has is probably the cross corner bank, but he's trying to play safe behind the 9. And the 4 might find... Oh. Well, I'm quite sure he did not call it in that corner. But I think, yeah, based on his facial expression, I'm sure he'll be back at the table, because he must be behind the 10.
Another cross bank option, similar to last shot. 8-ball's kind of high up the rail, so if it does bank over short of the corner. Wow, it almost looks like it goes to him. It definitely goes with some right spin.
Yeah, but full length of the table, it's still risky. Well, he didn't play that much space. Also,
Left him
this
pretty
is
safe.
really starting to shape up into something of a thriller.
Yeah. Look out for the cue ball here. Wow, and things are going completely sideways for Kristapas at the moment. I don't believe he's taken a break yet, Tim. I would definitely suggest it after this rack.
Well, probably 2 racks ago. I mean, he needs to maybe talk to someone, you know, just blow off some steam. You can just see he's about to implode. I mean, like, just the nerves and the frustration together, you can just read it off his body.
Use the whole pocket there. Decently comfortable on the 10 and looking at a 4-4 scoreline here.
Oh.
Just didn't stay through the ball real good there. Kind of rushed his forward stroke. Both players feeling it.
I'm surprised in all cases that we haven't had many timeouts so far.
Yeah, I would expect one after this rack. Look at this. They're falling apart.
The thing is, this 10 ball is just as tough as the previous one. I mean, it's not like they're super crazy tough, but with the nerves, you can't really miss them. I'm just not gonna baby them as they play it in general. I'm just gonna try and stun it in. Put a stroke on the ball. Just like
He's
that.
got this one. Center pocket. Kristapas not looking like he's going to take a break here. Araldin has taken his break. But if there was ever a time for one, I would take one now. Eight ball going down on table number 2. Getting near the end of that set.
6-5 now. Tadara vicious. But Patterson being close. And then Solancheva still trailing 5-6 against Lankas. But that means this set right here being tied 4 each. This could be a complete game changer. Make it or break it.
Made the one on his previous break. Lost control of the cue ball this time, drawing it. Looks like the 9 might go. It did. Shot on the 1.
Well, breaking news. Lankas now on the hill. 7-5 up against Solancheva. So that's 2 matches on the hill now.
Not many pockets for the 3 here. He can run the cue ball into the 10. He's able to get in the top side of the 10. He might continue on into the 3. But actually looks like he'll miss it below it in that case. Nicely played. Couldn't do much else there. Gonna be tough to position towards the 4. Looks like he's just
you
gonna
have
lay
to
up behind
take
the
the cut.
6. He's
Oh,
just
yeah,
gonna
I
lay
mean-
up here, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, better. Yeah. Yeah, why mess with the run out if, well, I mean, not trying to be rude, but both of them are feeling it so bad. I would not even want to start this if I would feel the same. But with ball in hand, this rack is a lot easier.
3 ball, side pocket. Foul.
Got his ball in hand.
Gotta say, if Benjamin can get out here, would be his first lead of the match. It's all about the
Yeah,
3,
coming
4,
back.
5, right?
Yeah, I kind of like getting into the short side of the 5 if you can. The angle the cue ball has to be on is kind of in line with the 5, though, for that shot. Is there room past the 8? Sure doesn't look like it. There's a combo option. He's taking a close look if there is room. Worst case, he could
Yeah.
combo the 5 into the 8 and play the 5 down near the 10.
Yeah, gotta say, actually should have checked that before he shot the ball in hand to see if the 5 goes to the side. Big difference. He can't reach at this point too. Yeah. You could see his whole body positioning there. He was like sideways sitting on the table. It just looked, well, not straight, not stable.
Regroup time here for Blatsis. Needs to get good on the 5.
Ooh.
Wow. It's okay now. Cue ball's drawing back into the side a little bit, but he'll look to play different parts of the pocket to avoid that.
Now the interesting part is
Time.
still the 8 ball. I mean, the 8 is laying in an awkward spot. I've seen so many 8 balls being missed in the last couple weeks. Not just in this junior European Championships, just overall. Because when it gets close to the side pocket point, the aiming gets funny and well,
Another miss and another save.
yeah.
Gonna have a long bank opportunity here. Too tough to try
Gotta
to
say,
carry him.
He's he's made 2 of those straight backs. I wouldn't, yeah. If I were him, I would definitely be shooting this.
Extension.
Oh, but he
Straight.
struck it a lot more center ball this time. That really
just-
straightened up a lot.
Six is available. Just called it in the top left. Nothing to do for position. Less than comfortable speed here, but it will make the pocket bigger if he targets it decently.
No.
Just slightly overcut. Well, considering a
he's
lot of the
got-
leaves that Aralden's been left with, this one's reasonable.
I just feel like bringing the cue ball back to the bottom of side of the table, low left. The scratch is huge on this. Of course, he was going to hit it thicker to bring the cue ball over. I mean, like I said, it was still quite a cut with low left. Had to hit it perfect and then make sure the stroke was pure enough not to scratch.
Another tough one for Chris to pass here. Drawn speed. Caught the point going across.
Definitely
How's
got
ball
the
playing
speed.
here?
Would you consider banking it into the 10?
You could. I think the cue ball beats a scratch here. The issue is it might catch the point similar to what happened
Turn ball, corner pocket.
on the previous shot, and you might lose the speed of the cue ball. There's a good deep breath. Get your breathing in control in these spots.
Foul.
Oh, I gotta say, I truly believe you, Eric, that he could have beaten the scratch, but not if he hits it that thick.
Yeah,
Wow.
just misjudged the thickness there. So a chance for Aralden to get his first lead of the match.
Well, the best advice I can give to Christopos Blazis right now is to just watch his own table and don't look over at your team in general, because not because they're doing a bad job, more because you're gonna realize it's all about you.
Yeah, do we have another update on those other two tables?
Well, so far not much has changed. Silanchevas pulled one back, so he's trailing 7-6 against Lankas. Oh, 7 each now, so that is huge. If Silanchevas still manages to finish that set. And Tadara Vicious is 6-5 up, so Tadara Vicious is playing for the win. Still, he's ahead, and Silanchevas with a comeback. So they could possibly close it out for Lithuania.
Yeah, close score lines all around here. Really, the overall game score lines tied.
Yeah, so Tadara Vicious did win the set 7-5. And as you can see all the way in the background, Silanchevas now breaking the balls. So hill over there. Gotta
Good
say,
solid
nice
hit,
break.
nothing down. Yeah, it was. Hasn't left a shot.
Yeah, don't forget, right after this final is done, we will have the closing ceremony, including
Push out.
also the trophies for the 9-ball division, not just the teams. So don't just run away right after the final ball is made.
Aralden has the combo on the side or the one in the corner. So he's going to go at the one in the corner. Following angle's playing okay to come across for the 2 here. Stunned it a little too much.
Oh, he's dropping down real fast.
Yeah, just kind of getting a little tired of the adversities come along in this match. Played a decent one there. Going to be hittable, but tough to get the cue ball high enough into the long rail to actually make the 2.
2 ball, corner pocket. Foul.
Ball in hand. Chance now for a Ralden.
Yeah, you could see that little peak on the side. Just checking to see what happens on that table 3. Oh.
Look at that. Didn't hit anything though. Players definitely distracted by what's going on the other tables. You've really just got to stick down and focus to your table. But there's a round of applause, and it looks like Lithuania has won the Under-19 Team Championships. Slencheva coming through with the Hill win to Derevicius, winning his set 7-5. Both gold medalists getting the job done for Lithuania here. And they're, for the first time ever, Under-19 European Youth Team Champions.
Yeah, make sure to stay tuned for the prize and closing ceremony coming up on this table, in this stream. So stay tuned. Thank you to Eric Gorlefsen and myself, Tim de Ruyter. Hopefully, we'll see you next time.
Talk to you soon.
is it under 17? I'm bringing the other medals as well.
Looking at the logistics, bronze is on this side, and you're going to have 10 people this side. So you're going to have to come around this way with your trophies. Because they're going to all be here.
David, question, podium.
Not for the teams.
Yes, but the 9 ball is.
They're not, yeah, but the teams are coming first, I understood.
Yeah, okay, and then the
So-
podium goes in after the
Podium goes
line,
in
after the. Yeah, okay, then it's fine.
So we should
start in.
Yeah.
When
So
they're
when they
ready.
get everyone ready, we give you the signal.
we have to see if Alan found the
The bronze medalist.
my logistics.
First of all, you get the medals, then you have to move further along here. And the other so this is going to be a big block, so just prepare yourself so you get your trophies out.
Under 17, yes, under 19, girls 9 ball, under 17 9 ball.
Alright. So our first trophy is this one.
Yeah, so we shall put it somewhere there.
Ah, okay, yeah.
For the 9 ball, we have the teams. I'm doing the teams first.
So it's under 17s first. I better tell. So I better tell.
These things are just
Yeah, making is ready too.
And what's that? That's 9 ball?
Yeah, 9 ball. Girls under 17, under 19. Just ready here. And these are? Yeah. Third, second. Okay. This belongs to this one. December. Then you come preparing this one. I give you all one and you give the trophy.
Yeah.
Next week we do the
Yeah, that's good.
yeah. That was better. Sorry.
Oh yeah, it is. The teenagers in Slovakia to buy black pants
Good evening and welcome to the final presentation ceremony of the Predator European Youth Pool Championships, presented by Therme Olimia Resort and organised by the European Pocket Billiard Federation. So will you welcome our presentation party into the arena. The President of the European Pocket Billiard Federation, Mr. Greylenders, and the Youth Sports Director of the European Pocket Billiard Federation, Miss Anne-Sophie Lochveld. Firstly, we'll be presenting the Under-19 team medals. Our bronze medal winners: Team Sweden, Gabriel Aspholm, Linnea Hjalmarström and Walter Lykra. And team leader Tom Exel. And will you welcome our second bronze medal winners: Finland, Leni Oresto, Akseli Hanukala, Alexi Kozleto, and not here, Riku Rompanon, and team leader Tommy Yahonen. Will you welcome in our silver medal winners? Norway, Benjamin Herland Aralden, Joachim Lankas, Robin Hauger Pettersson, and Magnus Matrangdalo, with team leader Rudy Wolf. And finally, our under-19 team champions and gold medal winners, Lithuania, Kristupas Blazis, as well as Taravicius, Nikola Lukasikas and Jokubas Silantievas, with team leader Pietre Juverchute. Will you please show your appreciation for the national anthem of Lithuania? Moving on to our under-17 team's presentation. Our first bronze medalists, will you welcome Poland, Jakub Krobot, Jakub Hajdziuk, Viktor Kaszmarak, Adam Palczynski, Matthias Sadlik, and team leader Jakub Wojciechowski. And will you welcome our second bronze medalist, Slovakia, Timotej Furko, Marko Malina, Mark Zabo, and team leader Jaroslav Polak. And will you welcome into the arena our silver medalists, Slovenia, Maj Badovinac, Max Benko, Svit Pavlinek, and team leaders Mitya Gretiznik and Simon Tomasic. And finally, will you welcome into the arena our gold medalists and European champions, Germany, Fabrizio Ingrassi, Linus Leitman, Martin Rosa, Valentin Schmitz, and team leader, Gunther Geissen. Will you please show your appreciation for the national anthem of Germany? The 9-ball presentation will begin shortly once we have installed our podium into the arena. So now it's time to present the 9 ball medals. Firstly, the girls division. Will you welcome our 2 bronze medalists, Sevimsu Yazgarikan, Turkish Cypriots, and Tina Gulic of Croatia. Will you welcome our silver medalist from Poland, Julia Babica. And finally, our gold medalist and European 9-ball champion, from Sweden, Linnea Hjelmarström. Please show your appreciation for the national anthem of Sweden. Moving on to the under-17 division. Will you welcome our 2 bronze medalists from Poland, Jakub Krowot, and from Germany, Linus Leichmann. And welcome in our silver medalist from Poland, Wiktor Kaczmarek. And finally, our gold medalist and European Under-17 9-ball champion from Portugal, Ruben Gomez. Please show your appreciation for the national anthem of Portugal. Our final presentation, the boys under-19 division. Will you welcome our two bronze medalists, representing Norway, Robin Hauge Pettersen, and from Austria, Markus Schlangler. Will you welcome our silver medalist, representing Austria, Seman Attila. And finally, our gold medalist and European under-19 9-ball champion from Lithuania, Jokubas Silentievas. please show your appreciation for the national anthem of Lithuania. Well, that concludes the presentation ceremony and indeed the end of the Predator European Youth Pool Championships. We hope you all enjoyed it as much as we did, and we'll see you next time.